I have 2.5 billion long form views on YouTube, and there's one skill that I've developed that's helped me achieve this. It also helps me achieve 100 million long form views a month with my 22 client portfolio and YouTube strategy. And I'm teaching you guys exactly how I've done this and how you can do it as well. It's a really easy skill. So to break this down, I'm going to go here to WestJet, which is probably the best way I can show this. So I helped WestJet with this thumbnail and title based when there's some drama going on in the community. And this Dante situation is insane. It's a 2.1x outlier with 700,000 views. And how I developed this, really easy. This thumbnail took me no more than 5 minutes to make, and this title took me no more than 30 seconds to come up with. And the skill that helped me do this is pattern recognition. A lot of people on YouTube really are bad at pattern recognition, and they don't understand how to create content or good content, and they just kind of just try things out, right? They just, go miscellaneously. They don't have a direction, and they fumble pretty hard. But with pattern recognition, it's actually really easy to just farm on YouTube to get massive amount of views. I mean, you can see all these plaques here. These are real YouTube plaques. They're not the fake plaques that you see on Twitter. These are real client plaques that I've got, and I get a lot of them. So how I've done this and why pattern recognition is so good is because you can figure out what works in other niches, and you can break it down to its core components as to why it works in terms of like interest, in terms of like psychological principles, audience targeting, etc. And from there, you can apply it to your own niche. So for WestJet, I took this title format from Dull and Darkest that was like consistently winning, which is like this like blank person situation is insane. I mean, it's a clear outlier and it consistently works well. Sometimes it misses, but the rate it hits is more often the rate it misses, so it has a higher winning average, if you will. So we took that, applied it here, and then for this thumbnail format, it's the vaccine thumbnail format. And obviously you can see it from Couch Co-op. I mean, it's worked pretty well here in the past, so I decided, hey, let's just merge these two together, and it works pretty well, as you can see here. Another one I'll bring up is a friend of mine, Ramen Style. So this is a guy that I've taken calls with. This is a guy who's studied my Twitter religiously. He's watched all these videos, and shout out to him because he's having some awesome success now. And one of the videos that I first saw from him where he tweeted out about me was the $100 versus $10,000 sniper in Tarkov. This is a really popular format. He essentially took this format here from Mr. Beast. If we go to his most popular, we'll see the 1 versus 500,000, the 1 versus that. So he's taking two value denominations and he's putting them against each other, a budget option versus a premium option. And then in the video, he also goes from like, okay, $100, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, and then $10,000 are just kind of like the price laddering, and that's kind of already built in interest there as people want to see the different price points for snipers. It's also something that he's known about on his channel. He's also tried the vaccine thumbnail. But yeah, I mean, this ended up working out really well for him. Then right after that, he leaped into I tested 1-star guns on Tarkov. Obviously, this is Ryan Trahan, and if you have developed good pattern recognition, you can find patterns that work on YouTube as a whole, or 1of10.com, or ViewStats, or wherever it may be, and you can then apply those specific learnings to your specific channel. You can call this style transference. Generally, I call it pattern recognition. From there, you can extrapolate certain things. If you want to take one style and then put one style from X into Y, you can definitely do that. That'll work as well. But in this specific case, this is just pattern recognition. It's not necessarily even style transference, right? You're just taking popular formats, and it's not like you're taking like, I'm taking the, like what we're seeing right now with like the finance tech bro niche, where it's like they were like going from like a highly edited videos like Benghazi style. Now they're doing like vlogs, and then for a while they were doing the Sam Solik raw style thing, which is different. Again, that is technically pattern recognition in terms of what's working in terms of the shooting of the content. When it comes to ideas and titles, it works there. And so, for example, racing games have died and crashed, or racing games have crashed and burned. This is a video on actually my channel, Couch Co-op. I was actually bringing this up as an example for thumbnails, but in this specific case, we're going over exactly why this is 2x outlier. Yeah, we're on a string of bad videos. But yeah, so racing games have crashed and burned. If I do let's see, like if I just do Forza died. Let's see if I can look this up real fast and find out. Yeah, so there's this guy right here, and then I'll see if I can find the other one. I probably won't be able to find it off the top, but this guy right here, he has an entire channel dedicated to racing games. And we see like the downfall of Forza Motorsport, the greatest franchise Rockstar abandoned. This is a banger. The slow deterioration of Gran Turismo, the art of rally, the fall of Forza Horizon. So I know, like from a pattern standpoint, there is actually a lot of data. The decline of racing games, for example, is a great one. This is the actual one that we modeled after. So I know for a fact, like because I consume a lot of YouTube content, I use tools like 1of10, where I found this channel actually for inspiration of this video. I can figure out specifically like, hey, here's the pattern. The downfall of racing games is really, really good when it comes to potential content. And it's definitely content that we can do. So if I log here into my Couch Co-op studio, I can show you exactly what has happened by extrapolating this specific pattern here. And we have a 4 out of 10 46,000 views, 10-minute watch time. If I go to my video analytics, we can see that, oh, it is going up right now. Well, who would have thought? And it's made $150. Not a lot, but hey, it's not bad. It'll update, and this video will keep getting views as I think this video has now found its audience. Obviously, I'll let YouTube do its thing. But yeah, pretty happy with that, to be honest, as it started only taking off recently. It took a while to take off. It took roughly about like, it seems like day 5 here is when it started going, and it's doubled its views in 2 days essentially after that. But yeah, that is how you can use pattern recognition at a very high level. That is one of the things that most people haven't really developed. Way too many people are focused on like the nitty gritty in terms of how do I move pixels in Photoshop, how can I move clips around on a timeline in Premiere, how can I script like George Blackman. They're all like way too focused on these things that don't matter, when reality, like the base skill that you need to like fundamentally develop is going to be your pattern recognition and figuring out how I can take things from one thing into another thing. And that's how I do it for all of my clients, clients from 0 subs all the way up to tens of millions of subs, and how I get them hundreds of millions of views total a month, and how I'm going to keep doing that. It's a very simple skill, but it's very, very deep, and it takes a long time to master properly. And this is what all the top YouTubers are doing in the world. So if you found this helpful, let me know, and I'll send, I don't know, I'll send more videos. Who knows? We'll see. But I thought I'd make this because it's something I'm really passionate about, and it's something I see basically every single creator on the platform make.